The Belfast Giants were at the Sheffield Arena on Sunday. That meant the return of former Grand Slam Steeler Paul Adey and former Steelers coach Rob Stewart. Phil Hill was in the lineup for his home debut for the second time, if you get me drift. Here's Doug Christensen pre-game giving his final team talk. This was going to be a big one, and the Steelers had an early opportunity with Roberts off for hooking at 2:17. Steelers on the power play. Steelers haven't taken the lead in an arena home game yet. This was the ideal opportunity. The big line was out there as well. But first of all, Goertzen and then Robert Dowd, well, they lose out to Darryl Lloyd. Lloyd, top of the circle, rips one, crossbarring in, short-handed. The Giants led by a goal to nil. You'll see this is a super finish from Darryl Lloyd. Nothing Frank Doyle can do about it. Goes high glove. Another half inch, it would have hit the crossbar and stayed out. But look at this. Crossbarring in. Super finish from Lloyd. The Giants celebrated. It was a hell of a first period, end to end. Giants could have gone 2 or 3 up. Sheffield could have come 2 or 3 back. It was a cracking first period between two super hockey clubs. The Sheffield Steelers, though, were to get back on level terms, and it was this line, the Legue, Goertzen, Stefan Meyer line, that was doing the damage. Meyer shoots and scores. First to react to a loose puck out in front. The Steelers celebrate, the fans celebrate a super goal from the Steelers' top goal scorer, Stefan Meyer. Just jumps on that loose puck. First to react, goes under the armpit of Stephen Murphy, knocks the water bottle off the top of the net. Meyer shoots and scores. Still 3 minutes remaining as well in the first period, and the Sheffield Steelers came and came again. Again, it's a big line of Legue, Goertzen and Meyer. One-time blast coming here from Cone, bang, it just hits Davy Phillips straight in the ribs. That's gotta hurt. Big tough lad, Davy Phillips. He goes down. Still with Meyer, Legue and Goertzen. Could the Sheffield Steelers get something else going before the period end? Well, big hit's going to come in here shortly. Goertzen rounds the puck, bang. Sandrock, Goertzen doesn't like it, finishes on Sandrock. Can you believe Goertzen got a penalty for that? Can you believe it? He did. He got a penalty. Sandrock goes off, Goertzen goes off. Into the second period. What an eventful second period. Michael Hicks, the referee, was going to have. Here are the Belfast Giants. Keep your eye on Frank Doyle. Look where Michael Hicks is. Arm goes up for a penalty. What's that for, we all say? Penalty shot? Michael Hicks believes that Frank Doyle threw his stick. Did he? Make your own mind up. Jeffrey Swears versus Frank Doyle. Goes backhand, glove. Take a look on the Steelers website for a great photograph from Richard Murray about that save. He gets it just as the puck's going in to the glove. Frank Doyle makes a stunning save. Still 1-1. Still in the second period. Second penalty shot. Roberts, did Thomas touch him? And if he touched him, it was a tickle. But Michael Hicks goes, penalty shot. Thomas can't believe it. We all couldn't believe it. But Gareth Roberts now against Frank Doyle. With all due respect to Roberts, he hasn't been in this situation on too many times. He elects to shoot, not deke, but he shoots it right into the mitt of Frank Doyle, that little fist pump. Doyle makes 2 colossal saves on 2 second period penalty shots. We'll see it again. Roberts shoots. Denied Frank Doyle. Momentum changing moments in the second period. Into the third period. The Brit line. Jonathan Phillips. Look at the great work by the 500 game man Jason Hewitt. Super wraparound. 1 deflection, 2 deflections. It comes off the skate of Jonathan Phillips. The Steelers lead with only 5:40 to go. It's 2-1 to Doug Christensen's team. It rebounds off Stephen Murphy, off the Belfast Giants defenceman. Look at this. Off Murph, off the Belfast defenceman, off Jonathan Phillips, back of the net. It was going to take a scruffy goal like that from either side to win this game. So close with the two teams. Steelers led, though, into the final minute. The goalie is pulled. Murphy sits on the bench. The Giants with the extra attacker. They throw everything at Frank Doyle, but Doyle is a brick wall on a Sunday night. And as the seconds count down, Michael Hicks keeps his eye on the line. The hooter goes just at a pivotal moment. The game's over. The Steelers win by 2 goals to 1. A 4-point weekend for Doug Christensen's team. And it sees them move up to 3rd in the standings with games in hand over the Dundee Stars and the Belfast Giants. Paul Adey and Rob Stewart congratulate the Steelers. What a night though for Frank Doyle. We spoke with Christensen, but it would be remiss not to speak to Doyle first. Congratulations, Frank. That was a hell of a game and a hell of a performance as well.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I thought it was a great team effort from top to bottom. Especially in the second period, we had some kills in the second, and I thought that was huge. Guys were blocking shots out there, paying the price, and it's nice. Well, it was great to see those guys do that, and when you see your teammates paying the price like that, you want to make that big save for them. So I was fortunate enough to come through for them.
I was going to say, we saw today why Stephen Goertzen played in the places that Stephen Goertzen played. When it takes a brave man, doesn't it, to go and block a shot the way he did in that way today.
Yeah, exactly. I got all the equipment on. They don't have very much, so for them to get in front of some of those shots is, it shows how much they care about the team and winning and paying the price. So, like I said, there was so many guys like that tonight just paying the price, and that's why we won tonight.
They say goal scorers like to be the man because you're the sexy man and you're the guy who scores that goal and everybody loves you. But tonight you have the opportunity to be the man, if you like. You have those 2 penalty shots against you. In your own head, as you're saving those, or before you're saving those, how much is going through that this is a real pivotal moment in the game, maybe even in the season with the lead that Belfast already had, and this was a moment for you?
Yeah, exactly. It definitely goes through your mind right before. It's a big time in the game, tied 1-1 against the top team in the league. So, you don't want to go into the third period down a goal against them, and I knew it was a big time. And I'd really been practicing on the shootouts the last few weeks, and I just tried to take confidence from that, and that I put in the time and work, and you try and stay patient and hope that you can make the save. And tonight I was fortunate enough to do that.
Talk us through them. The Jeffrey Swez one first.
Yeah, like I said, you just want to be. A couple of weeks ago against Braehead, I just felt like I made the first move, and when you make the first move against any player, they can make you pay. So I wasn't too thrilled with that. So I talked with Doug, and we've been working on it pretty well every day since then. So, I just tried to say, you've been working on it, stay patient, just do the things you've been doing. And on that one, he made a good move, and, I was fortunate enough to get my glove on it.
And the Roberts one, the second one?
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. He kind of held the puck out, so I kind of knew he was going to shoot, and, I kind of gave him glove, and, fortunately it just went right in. So.
Yeah. Talk us through now, inside that room right now. I've just come out of there. It's buzzing in there, isn't it? I think the feeling, we'd beaten teams like Fife and beaten Cardiff, but we needed to beat a Nottingham or a Belfast to show ourselves how good we were, and that's probably done that today.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously getting the 4-point weekend, which is the first of our season too. But, every team is great in this league. You got to come and play every night. Even last night against Fife, I thought they played great, and we really needed to play 60 minutes to beat them. But like you said, it's you always want to beat the top teams, and that's how you're going to be a championship team. So tonight was big for our confidence. They're a great team over there, and hopefully the guys will take some confidence out of this one and take it into next weekend.
Doug, you must feel happy, you must feel proud, and you must feel very pleased with your team after that weekend.
I thought that was a great performance tonight. I thought the guys really dug deep after a long trip up to Fife. A good game last night in Fife. I thought the guys played very well both nights. And for us this evening, to be able to grind out a victory the way we did, I thought was extremely important, not just from a standings point of view, but also from a confidence point of view, that you can score the goals when Sirianni's scoring for fun, but to be able to slog out a victory is extremely important.
That Stefan Meyer goal was so important because we didn't really deserve to go in one down, did we? And we deserved at least to be at level pegging at that stage.
Well, I thought we played pretty well in the first. I thought that we were creating a lot of chances. It's a little bit deflating when you give up one shorthanded, and that was the first one we've given up all year. But the guys dug deep, and I thought Steph played very well. He played very well last night. He had a well-earned assist on Sirianni's second, and you look at our team now. You got a little bit of versatility up there, but Steph gives you an added dimension. He's going to grind down low. He's going to possess the puck. He's going to take it to the dirty areas, and he gets rewarded tonight. But we shouldn't be surprised. He's our leading scorer, and it's almost almost the end of October.
Another guy, of course, who's taken all the plaudits, Frank Doyle, 2 penalty shots. It's very rare you see that, and Doyle was outstanding on both.
No, he certainly was, and you know what? The trend is continuing. He's given up 1 goal in 3 of the last 5 games, and that's something that, for us as a hockey club, our D know that, you know what, if they make a mistake, Frankie's there for you. He's been fantastic for us, and you know what, for him to make those 2 saves and to give the team the confidence going forward, I thought was huge for us. And it also probably took a little bit of wind out of the sails of Belfast, because Belfast is excellent in that second period and really smothered us at times.
Did we see tonight why Stephen Goertzen has played in the leagues and in the teams that Stephen Goertzen's played for? Because, again, outstanding blocking shots, probably made the save of the night, didn't they?
I wouldn't call it the save of the night, but it might be on the podium. You know what? But that's what you want from your captain. You want your captain to block that shot, so that when I go in between the second period and third period and I say, you know what, your captain's blocking shots, and everybody goes and does that. I don't think it was a coincidence that 2 or 3 shifts later, both Hewitt and John will go down to block a shot. That's the passion and that's the intensity that it takes to beat a team like Belfast, because if we're being honest, they're outstanding, and they stifled us at times. We hopefully probably stifled them a little bit, but for us to have that commitment and passion by Goertzen was huge, and obviously he came up with a big goal last night too.
Was that game always going to be decided with a goal like that did decide it, a scoffy one, you know, maybe a little fortuitous?
It's pro hockey. Yeah. You know what? If you go to the dirty areas and you keep putting pucks there, good things happen. I mean, how many times when you're doing the highlights and you say puck's bouncing in front, next thing you know, guy gets a whack at it and it's in the back of the net. Well, that's no different than tonight. We kept consistently going to the net. We kept trying to put pucks there, and you know what? It was about time one went in for us.
It's been a little bit up and down, hasn't it, the last few weeks? Win one, lose one, and with all the injuries, suspensions, are you hoping now for a settled week, a week of practice with the full team, and can look forward without the chopping and changing?
It would be nice, but I don't expect it. You know what? The big thing that we try to emphasize is just next man in, and no matter what happens, you just stay the course and you keep going. And you know, some nights Sirianni's going to score 2 or 3. Some nights you need a puck to go off a skate. Some nights you might need Tomo to score a goal. You know, but for us, it's about the mentality. It's about the process. It's about players believing in what we're doing, and we're getting better. And I think that the people who come to watch us play and the people who are around the organization see it. And that's what we talked about early on. We didn't panic. We just said we're going to get better, and we are getting there. Still got a ways to go, but happy with the progress we've made recently.